Miss Big Belly and the supervisors in what is going to be the house. Actually, I need to go back over here.
Why?
You guys stay up there. Just to show what will be where we're at. We're not dead. We're just, everything is under construction right now. So, we'll walk in here. The kids and the wifey are in the garage, or what will be the garage. It's funny, if I need some extra wood, this will be the entryway here. And I actually need to record some of this stuff just so I know where some of these beams are, like those headers and stuff. Because so you walk into the house, oh, this is fire stop. This is going to be a real pain to deal with. Walk into the house, you got your grand entrance here. We go to the right.
Because
This will be the laundry room. A little cubby area here where we will have the mops and cleaners and stuff. Washer and dryer here. On the other side, the garage. And this will be the little cubby for the garage. Water heater stand here. This will be kind of where all the toolboxes and stuff are. Really not a whole lot of space. I guess it's going to look bigger when it's done, because right now it looks so darn small.
Daddy, what's this?
This is where the water heater will be. Water heater. Well, okay, so yeah, there's this area, entire area here. Back in, there's actually people showing up to see the new house. So this will be the master bedroom here.
Why is there people showing up?
Online, baby. So you can see where the big headers are. That's where the recessed, this master is pretty darn nice size master. And then there's a recessed ceiling here. So we'll have some can lights and a ceiling fan in there. As you walk in here, we go into the master bath. This will be a framed-in shower here. You'll have his and her closets here. Right in here is the tub, the shower tub. You'll have the vanity, a dual vanity here, and then the actual toilet in its own toilet closet there. So yeah, what I'm going to do here in the master is we'll have the Ethernet. I'm thinking they're going to have a cable drop in here. And so what my plan is, what I intend to do is, so anyway, we come in here, here's the arch. I'll go back to that Ethernet in a second, but we come into what will be the living room here. You go straight ahead, you're into the dining area. We'll have a large bar here. This will be the kitchen. Kitchen sink will be plumbed in here on this island, as well as a dishwasher. And then of course the pantry will be there. The what's it called? Darn it. The refrigerator will be over here, and then the stove will be over there. I'm not exactly sure what that plumbing fixture is for. I don't know what this vent is actually for. There's no water there. It's just it must be a clean out or something. That's weird. I don't know what that is. Pantry. Anyway, so on this wall here, the plan is if the internet drops in here, I'm going to put the main Orbi router here, and that way it'll have the TV for the living room will be on this side of the wall. It can get its Wi-Fi signal nice and strong in the Roku box, and then our bedroom will have the TV right on the other opposite side of the wall. So it'll be perfect. A nice patio out here. And the nice thing about the patio is it's covered on all sides. So like you can see right now, we're midsummer. You come out here, this will be a solid wall. So the sunlight won't be blaring down on any of the rooms. The living room will actually have these two windows here. So it'll be nice and shaded. Then the reason why we picked this property is because, as you can see, our lot comes out. We won't have a very big yard, but then there's an easement. You can kind of see it down there, this utility easement for these electrical lines here where these houses stop. So there's a little bit of, if there's got barking dogs, it's not that we won't hear them, but they're a little bit further away than having neighbors right on the back of your property. So anyway, back into the house. Yeah, the kitchen will have countertops running all the way from over here, all the way around to the fridge over there. And then, like I said, a big island here. Now we came in over here on this side of the living room, so when we come around to this side of the living room, we come into the hallway. This is where the guest or the kids' bathroom will be here. The tub will be over here on this side, and you'll have the vanity here. This first room to your right is going to be the little baby's room. This room has the shortest ceiling in it, but it's got a large closet. These two rooms basically share, this wall is the closet. It's a very large closet. I was thinking about making this my office, but I'd really rather be in the front of the house. And hey, they're kids. You get a nice linen closet here. Then the girls' room is going to be this room. This is the biggest bedroom in the house, secondary to the master. And so they will have a window, a big dual window overlooking the other side of the street. They'll have a big closet. And then this is where I'm going to start taking pictures for my Discord. I think this is kind of cool. So this is going to be my office here. It's got the tall ceilings on it. But what I intend to do is, I'm thinking when we walk into this room, the reason why I chose this room, even though it has a tall ceiling, it has a smaller closet than the other two rooms. So I figure the girls can get the larger closets. But my plan is to put... That's awesome. My plan is when you walk in here, the plan is right over there where that corner that Lauren's heading into is going to be where the computer desk is going to be here. There'll be LED uplighting here. There'll be LED uplighting in that corner. And there'll be LED uplighting in this corner. Then where Allie is right now, this is where the cockpit seat will go right here next to the so I'm going to probably have to run Ethernet. This wall will be spray foamed here, but starting right here at the front entry door, this is an interior wall, so it shouldn't be spray foamed, but I want to go ahead, and now I'm glad I saw this, because this would have been a nightmare to try and get through. So I will come out here, got the builder's permission, going to go ahead, I expect tomorrow they're going to start probably doing the sheathing and the roof decking, and I'm going to come in here and do an Ethernet drop. I'm going to do an Ethernet drop, possibly right in here in the corner. I think that's exactly where I'm going to go, but the problem is I've got to get in here right in between the framers and the insulators. Hey, Garrett. Because if I don't get in here and put that Ethernet drop in right here, that's going to be a very cramped attic space right there that I'm going to be working with. So I'm going to think probably right in here on this wall is where it's going to go. And if I don't get in here and do that before they spray foam, it's over. So I'll have to come in. We will probably do the Ethernet right there, do a run, and then angle that to the side. The roof is a pretty steep pitch, so I should be able to get up there and run the Ethernet cable as long as I've got a conduit sticking out of there. I've just got to go get a cordless drill to do that. But yeah, this is where I'm planning on putting the cockpit, right in here. That, and then the rest of the room will just be open. Garrett, you coming in late, so I go back and tell you. Well, okay, so let me address that real quick, Garrett, before I address the land thing. Plan is let the electricians come in here and rough in their stuff. I'll then put a junction box in, like right in here. Then what I will do is I will run a 3/4 inch electric conduit, PVC line, all the way up through that header there. And then like bend it, like put a bend in it, like a 45-degree bend, and then kind of run it along there a little bit. So what will be very easy is if something ever happened to that cable, you just come over here to the wall, pop that cover off, and just run Fisher wire right up that PVC conduit. So you can always get that. Now, for the kids' room, I really don't have to do anything because these interior walls won't be spray foamed. And what I'm thinking is when we walk into this room, more than likely, what I would guess is going to happen is one bed will be over here, one bed will be over here. If we were younger, if this was the 1990s, then I would say put the TV right on this wall and be done. But more than likely, the way these kids are growing up, granted Sarah doesn't let them watch TV all the time, but even if they do, I think by that time it's going to be all computers and watching online. So I don't think they're going to have a TV in their room, and I don't think I'm going to wire it for Ethernet. But if I do, I could always just run a jack like right in here and run an extender like right on this wall. So I really don't think I need to run cable here. If I'm going to do it, it has to be real quick because obviously to fish cable in here, I would have to run the conduit up through this wall and over because there's never going to be any room to get in here once they spray foam all that. Land-wise, there's the street there. So there's not going to be a whole lot of driveway or yard out in the front of the house. I'm actually very okay with that. It's less for us to maintain. It's also less for us to irrigate. On the back, the reason why we chose this lot is there's one more lot there before we get to a road that's going to eventually get leveled up. So we're only going to have these two neighbors here and then two very large houses across from us. So we're going to have one neighbor over here. But our property is going to come out to about right here is about the property line. So you can see we're not going to have a huge backyard. However, there is this very decent, I would say probably 50 or 60 foot easement here between the backs of these houses and this other neighborhood. And these are nice houses over here. This is nice, but so if they've got a barking dog right up against that fence, there's at least this much more of a buffer zone before we get to our house, plus the spray foam insulation. Like you can see, they're preparing for it now. They literally isolate the house off. It's not bad. You know, the house is $238,300. That's 1,945 square foot, 4-bedroom, 2-bath, completely custom, granite, marble, everything. So it's not bad. The land, we're convenient. I mean, we're 4 miles from Walmart, so we're very convenient. I do like the fact that that's a step down there, so that way that can't flood. But yeah, that you can see what they're starting to do. They're starting to put up this because when they do the spray foam insulation, this part of the attic here that's above the patio is completely isolated and won't be climate controlled. Whereas all of this attic here that you see, all of this will basically be 2 to 3 degrees warmer than the rest of the house. So yeah, this I'm thinking that's right up in here where they've already started to put this. Will obviously be our attic access, and there's going to be a door installed there because the garage will be isolated. None of this will be insulated here. But when you get to they basically run vertical walls up in the attic space here so that they can spray foam the interior of the house. Hey, Emil, how's it going, buddy? I think what they'll do here is obviously water heater's going to be out here in the garage. You get up here, and then obviously doing work in the attic is going to be fairly easy because this is like a ridiculous pitch roof. I forget the pitch on the roof, but it's a pretty darn tall roof. But I'm pretty sure that right up in here is HVAC. I think the HVAC is going to be right above the utility room. But once you come in that door there, you've got tons of room to walk around. So I don't think anything's going to be too terribly hard to work with. The worst part about it's already sold, Emil. It's gone. We're living in a temporary house now. My mom's letting us borrow her house while she's moved to a neighbor's house temporarily for us. So yeah, this is the biggest thing for me is the new cockpit setup. I believe the cockpit's going to go right here. I don't want it facing a window. You know, I want it to be kind of side. I want it to be when you walk in. I don't want to be facing their wall. If I did go against this wall, one, I'd have to go through 2 different sets of blocks up there. But 2, I'd be facing their wall and I'm playing games, you know, and they're on the other side listening to it. So I'd rather be facing the exterior wall, so it's not cause as much of a disturbance. But I just want to make sure I can get a cable drop in. So that's really the only thing that I've got to do. But the cool thing that I want to do is I basically just want to start taking pictures. So I'll literally take a picture here, and we're just going to keep coming back about every week and just progress. You know, the sheathing and the decking on the roof will go up next, and roofers will come out, electricians will come out and rough, plumbers will come out and do a little bit of roughing in. And then once the electricians come in, this whole thing will get spray foamed. About that time, we'll have the masons come out and do the brickwork on the front of the house. There's another house down the road over there that's exactly like ours, but basically almost all of the house will be white stone like what you see across, and then the sides will be brick, but we will have some brick trim. But yeah, bricklayers come in, and then of course sheetrockers and everything else like that. They're telling us Thanksgiving. So yes, this will be the dedicated VR room, Emil. This is exactly, this will be a room where nothing else goes other than VR. 1,945 square feet. So once the stream is over, you can go back and watch the initial tour, but basically your living room here with a recessed ceiling. We got a really badass fan. Kitchen area here, patio, master bedroom with another recessed ceiling, master bathrooms in the back of the house, garage, and entryway and everything. So thanks everybody for stopping by. I'm gonna take a picture and get the family back to the house. We'll see you guys around soon, and as the construction updates, as it continues to go around, we'll do another one of these. So we'll see you guys soon.